The content shared in this YouTube video, as well as any resources linked below, is not intended to be interpreted or relied upon as financial advice. We are not lawyers, accountants, or financial advisors, nor do we claim to be. The information provided is not a replacement for personalized financial advice from a qualified professional who understands the specific details of your situation. While we strive to ensure the accuracy and value of the information shared on this channel and through associated resources, it should not be considered a recommendation to avoid consulting with a financial professional. Always seek guidance from a trusted expert to address your unique circumstances.
We about to get balls pumping. You wanna see the show? Stick around and you'll see something. Other blocks repping chains. Can't be coming. Big TV coming. We coming. We coming. We coming. We coming. Top spot incoming. Won't be market cap. Don't be nothing. We about to make your balls feel something over here. All balls, no rugged. We about to put a stop to meme. Hunting only wants to shill. After us, all the means gonna mean nothing. We the
In the shadow of throne, where thou's will fall, King Pooie stands with the visions brought and open wide.
Oh, you think you've seen crypto royalty? Please. I installed a bidet at my parents' house. I upgrade everything. But let's talk real rulers. King Pooie and Queen Pooie. Me? I had the PulseChain enchanted crown, forged from pure liquidity and arrogance. It shimmered with sacrificed dreams and unclaimed airdrops. But one tragic day, as I admired myself in the mirror, the unthinkable happened. The crown slipped off my head and fell straight into the toilet. Gone. Flushed like a weak-hand investor in a bear market. Meanwhile, King Pooie and Queen Pooie sit on a throne that can't be flushed. King Pooie rules with diamond hands, and Queen Pooie shouts, "Off with his head," at anyone who even thinks about selling. Unlike my crown, they don't sink, they rise. So while my enchanted headpiece swirled into the abyss, Pooie's kingdom stood tall. Maybe I should have invested there instead of relying on my own reflection.
New chapters written under royal decree. King Pooie's rule like an open sea. Boundless dreams in every soul's ignited. Communities proud and futures are united. Crown high and mighty for all to see. Underneath that crown is you and me.
Welcome in to the crypto shit show, you guys. Hey, happy Tuesday, happy April 1st. I got my boy, shout out to Rip City for making these awesome videos, and KRJ doing some AI work on that Richard Hart there video. Speaking of KRJ, we have him in the back room here. We also have Vetch. We have Rip City. The open mic invite link is in the chat, you guys. Feel free to come in here. We're just shooting the shit. Let's pull these guys up. What's going on, guys?
Hoorah, guys.
Oh,
open mic, open mic. Oh. Step right up, step right up.
Double D.
Double D's. What's going on here? Double D's nuts.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, was he in on that conversation? He wasn't even here.
Dude, when you're good, you're good. You just, when you
know. Oh my God, dude. Double D.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've been there. Shit.
For those who don't know, KRJ wanted to rebrand to Dip Daddy. So I named it Double D. That's what
Nice.
I mean, this should be KRJ's logo, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It should be.
I got a new name today. You didn't see it?
No.
Can you candle it?
Oh.
Cut up big. That's good.
Wow. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Double D's.
I got more up my sleeve. I'll have a new name every time.
How about that little circular, like, trans, whatever behind Richard in that video?
Yeah, that's pretty cool stuff.
I just love it. We were gonna make a change on there, KRJ.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you? I need to get with you over there to get some of that editing done.
Yeah, I'll text you. I have forgotten that also. But happy April Fools, guys! What an April Fools it is.
Yeah.
For the PulseChain community.
If you're in PulseChain, jokes on us. Huh?
I mean, this will not age well for the Rabby and D-Bank family. I don't think. This will not age well.
I think D-Bank is just a wipe of toilet paper that we don't have to worry about anymore. We've already got some things in the works with other people already building new stuff. I started building a new platform for this, but somebody's already beat me to it. So I'm currently working with him because they've been doing a really good job and it's already almost built.
I mean, you don't want to put the bear in the corner.
But we ain't playing, man. The community,
dude.
The community asks for something, and we're going to deliver. That's what it is. You know, you start reaching out, and there's so many people on here. You know, this group of people, these people that already have this project on here, they've been building this stuff for years, but nobody really talks about them. It's like How to Pulse. You know, they built all this stuff, but nobody really talks about them much. They need to be propped up because they have the tools to be able to teach all the new people coming into the game. Holy cow, you know?
Is this who we were just talking about in the green room?
I don't know. Are you able to? Okay,
No.
good. Okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
No?
We're all on the same page. No?
No.
No, yeah. All right. We're not. Welcome
Okay.
into the Crypto Shit Show. Yeah.
Yep. There it is. Yep. Bang, bang.
I was thinking it would be great if Richard just came out and said, "Hey, this is the way it is." Boom, new tech. Been working on it for fucking a year and a half.
Where is everybody? You know, we're still here. You know,
That's right.
We've put out products, all that, and where's everybody else that has come and gone? Where's Blastar? You know, that was supposed to be the next greatest thing.
Oh, don't remind me.
Where's those mega bros, whatever thing? You know, like, dude, like all these people, they make a splash, but nobody has the resilience to like. It's a grind, and you got to keep it going. And nobody had like.
And you know, Richard's watching.
Crickets. We're the crickets.
Richard's watching. He knows who believes and who doesn't. Knows who's been here from the beginning, who isn't, who's gone. And honestly, guys, I wouldn't like. I can't imagine a guy that streams for 12 hours a day when he was into all that, just sitting idle and waiting. Like, don't you think that he's been probably building the whole time? Probably everything that was supposed to be built is built, has been built, been sitting waiting, and he has been building with his team of devs the entire time. And I think it's just my personal opinion that's what's been going on.
My personal opinion is he's also been probably having a hell of a good time knee deep in those double Ds. You know what? he's
as it should be.
You know, he's a fan of the female species, so and not just one. Yeah. So
all
God
of them.
Bless him. God bless him.
Yeah.
He does not discriminate. He's an equal opportunity double D employer. Hot damn.
Dude, if you're not hanging out on this show, you should be here. If you're a PulseChain, you should be here.
They shut down my Rabby wallet. Why?
Oh my God.
Is everyone leaving? Like,
I keep having to talk people down off like, man, dude. I'm just like, dude, if you don't know what's going on, like this Pete, I think couldn't have been a more perfect Black Swan event.
Like the way you're acting tells me like this is your first cycle. I mean, you're acting like a bitch.
God,
I think this is your first cycle. You know, either that or you're in your young 20s and you put in more than you should have, and you're learning shit the hard way. Welcome to the game of life. You know. Here,
I recommend that if you're here and you're down, and you've been here for just a little bit, I would recommend if you're down, to go and watch 30 hours of Richard Hart and tell me how you feel after it.
Maybe try something different, like whatever you're saying. I don't know. Jesus.
I mean, the belief here is here. If we need to do some other things until we get there, that's fine. But I'm telling you, the belief, like this ride never was going to be like a first cycle thing. If that's the way it was going to be, we're going to be here for a very long time. And if you're just short-sighted and you're not looking long-term, you might have a problem.
Maybe KRJ can enlighten us if we look back to when Ethereum, chart-wise, when Ethereum started,
There you go.
that didn't pop off right away. Like that took
Nope.
what? How many years for them to go up and down, and then finally?
I mean, I remember $80 Ethereum.
Well, even before getting that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, we had that
Things-
$200 Ethereum, and it broke out and took off and never came back down. A lot of
Yeah. That 500 and this and that. All those steps. All those steps.
Yeah, get your 32 so you can get your.
Breaking up, sir. I got to run
yeah.
into this.
All right, Rip. Take care. KRJ, you're breaking up.
I'll try and be back
there. All right, cool. Yeah. KRJ, I appreciate you holding it down on Saturday. Don't know if that's a time allotment that you want to keep as far as that being the case. But 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time seems to be the new normal for me. I'm still trying to get used to it, but my time schedule has changed within my work environment. So I altered the crypto shit show. So
Until
here we
you
are.
alter your work.
Yeah.
environment.
Yeah. Hey,
But
you know, sometimes in life you got to take the bull by the horns, right?
you got
And
pivot.
you got to pivot. You know, sometimes things become catalysts for decision making. So, you know, bringing that back to crypto, though, I still have very strong belief and conviction within, you know, PulseChain. But, you know, things are taking time. Things are taking time, aren't they? What's up, Conspiracy Crypto?
What's up?
Yeah.
What's up?
What's up? Tam Tam in the house. So yeah, looks like KRJ broke off. He's out doing his thing, kind of like Rip City there, out working, driving, streaming, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you want to drop him or? I don't know.
Oh no, he fell off himself.
Oh no. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Gotcha. So
what's going on in your
tomorrow's gonna
world,
be
man?
interesting. Well, yeah. Go ahead. Whatever you're going to talk about.
Well, what is coming out tomorrow? Is that like some more Fed meetings, or is there something coming out that's you know, going to impact crypto?
It's Trump Day, man. It's Trump Day.
Oh man, that trumps all the days.
Yeah. No, the tariffs go into effect tomorrow.
Okay.
Well, you know, it's put up or shut up time, right? We're gonna see who's gonna
Right.
capitulate, who's gonna say, you know what, no, we're not gonna charge you tariffs anymore, because we don't want you charging us tariffs. You know, it's all about reciprocal, right? Like we've been taking it in the shorts. I don't know what's so hard about these people to wrap their head around. Like we're the biggest consumers of for said products. And what's up there, diehard Hexkin? Woo woo.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Good to be seen. Make sure you block out the noise. Mute works really good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, reciprocal, man. If you charge us 20% for each vehicle that's imported, then we're gonna charge, you know, 20% back to you. So that's reciprocal. So Israel already said, you know, hey, we're dropping our tariffs against America. You know, so it's you know, you gotta play the game, man. The art of the deal, right?
Art of the deal, man. Art of the deal. Yeah, it's all happening in real time. I understand that. Like, what Elon is he looking to accomplish kind of what he sought to do, and is he going to be stepping down from Doge here? I mean, because they have accomplished quite a bit, but I did see like a little memo saying like there's an end date for that. You know what I mean? Where he
they before it even started, when Vivek was still on board initially, before it even got established, they're like, this is going to have a sunrise date.
right?
We're going to come in, do the thing, get in and get out. You know, unlike every other bureaucratic bullshit organization that once it gets stood up, you know, a lot of things were not meant to remain up and running, but they do. And then they start collecting money and getting on the nipple. and sucking on the teeth. And, so here we are, 20, 30, whatever it is, trillions of dollars in debt, 32, 36 trillion, whatever the hell it is. And is crypto going to save America? Like our kids, coming out of the womb, our children, have debt on their head, man. Like it's like $100,000. Any new American person brought into this world, owes, $100,000, to cover the national debt. Like it's fucked. It's just, so will crypto save us? Will that sovereign fund thingamajiggy do the deed? I don't.
Yeah, we got ourselves we got a lot of stuff to deal with here, and I think that it's going to take some very smart individuals that are decisive in their decision making to step up to the plate and make the hard choices, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's not going to be easy. Hasn't been easy. There's a lot of crying going on. But hey, look at all this crazy stuff happening with in crypto land with PDI and Teddy Bear and Atropa.
So the overall consensus is like, don't trust Maria 411, 414, de-risk. You're either on one side or the other, pretty much. Like we've seen the actions, the moves that they've made. And only, it's your wallet, you're the custodial person, don't follow the wrong, people, but it is what it is. People do what they do. It's, it's your own money, but you need to make your own decision in this, speculative game of crypto. It is what it is. Hex Glenn, good to see you. Yeah, it is all a big game. Diehard Hexkin.
Yeah.
Glad, he says, glad I'm in crypto. Thanks to Randy of No Permissions, and he's prepared for what may come. So a lot of people, when you say de-risk, does it have to be everything? I mean, it's a personal choice. These are personal decisions. Do you want to put a percentage, lock in a percentage? In stables, so at least you're holding there. If you're paying attention and reading the tea leaves, a lot of people say more downward pressure, downward channel is in the books, in the charts. A lot of people look at Bitcoin and Ethereum as their leading indicators, right? A lot of people are still calling for a lot of downside to Bitcoin, like 70, whatever it is, in the 70s. Who gives a fuck what the number is? 75, 76, 72, whatever, 77. It's going lower, right? So everything else is going to get sucked out. All the uncertainty with the tariffs and everything, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I think the financial sector is trying to bake that into the equation of the market. Some say it hasn't been baked in yet. We're going to know tomorrow, we're going to know. So you got to do what you got to do in the meantime, right?
KRJ, you back in the house in a hot spot? Or are you kind of bumping through the road, hitting, pockets?
No, I got a few minutes to share. I just wanted to show off my chart really quick of PDI, since this has been the talk of the town. This is the PDI chart that I had running for a while, and right there, if somebody would have bought the bottom of that wick, it would have been about a $500 run up to where we're supposed to get rejected. How crazy is that? So I'm not buying PDI. I'm not telling anybody to buy PDI. I'm just saying that this is a crazy run back up to this trend line, and we should be getting rejected at that trend line right there. So I've seen this thing run. I've had this thing on the chart the whole time. You got the 1, 2, 3, 4 time as a break. But after it hits that line right there, probably about another 40% higher, we should get a massive sell-off. We have a couple things in play right now. We've got PTGC just announced to their community that they want them to unstake all their that they're no longer going to support the PDI, so they're going to be bringing down the farms. So you're going to have all these people that unstake their PTGC and their PDI, and then what do they do with their PDI? If I was them, I'd be selling it off on the market, especially if they see green candles. So I think after we run up tomorrow, we get a pretty nasty pullback. So this is amazing to be able to see the chart just following the pattern the way it was supposed to run, and with so much bearish sentiment in there for this token and all the bad things that happened. The charts don't lie. They just they run the psychology way.
Are you do you look at the LP positions? Do you look at, like, does Sami still have his sell wall up for PDI? You know, is he trying to get out of his position still? Do you observe any of those positions?
KRJ hit the dead zone and he went ghost.
Oh man, he heard that question. He's like, "Oh hell no, I'm getting out. I'm not going down that road."
I know, huh?
Oh,
so to bring it back, KRJ, if you're in a good spot, Vetch was talking about, have you been looking at the liquidity positions on PDI? Does like Sami still have a position? That kind of stuff. Not that we're trying to like wallet track, because that kind of stuff's just, that's for the birds, you guys. I mean, if you guys
I know that there's billions of PDI that are out there that people are going to want to sell, and there's not enough liquidity for everybody to sell. And you're about to look at a shitstorm, and what we're about to see is going to be pretty nasty, in my opinion. A Luna type event when somebody like Sami does end up selling, and everybody else ends up selling after him. If he sells, I don't know. People are free to do whatever they want, and we know that this guy that's minting, I did hear from not verified, but I heard that there's about 5 people that are actually doing minting now. So it's not just one person. It may be the group of people, but it's several wallets that are doing it, according to what I was hearing last night.
Of course.
But what I really wanted
right there.
But I really wanted to. I don't really want to flood the market, but I was calculating yesterday that there's probably about $3 million worth of extractable liquidity between all the pairs, according to the platform I currently was looking at. So when you pull up this platform, it'll show you all the different liquidity pools for all the tokens. So you'd pull up PDI first and say, well, what is PDI attached to? Okay, well, it's attached a lot to Atropa. Okay, well, what is Atropa attached to? Do they have an exit out? And they do. They have an exit out through WBTC. That's the next pair. And a few others that are out there, like USDC, probably the PulseChain version. So Atropa was the biggest problem we've had in this ecosystem, because they, with their web of liquidity, they allowed the system to be able to drain out. They don't have a lot of WPLS position left, but there's other ways to get to WPLS through Atropa, through all these other avenues. So Teddy Bear, for example, is also in question because it's heavily tied to Atropa. I honestly, I'm not going to touch any of the P copies right now, and I'm not going to touch any of Maria's stuff. You can see B Roots now probably taking a hit because he's now really, really saying negative tweets about stuff that's happening with Maria. And Maria owns Teddy Bear, and he was a big advocate for Teddy Bear, but you don't see him shilling it anymore. Maybe he was, because he did hashtag PulseChain, hashtag Teddy Bear. So I'm not sure what his take is on Teddy Bear today versus what it was a month ago. But I know that the whole narrative has shifted in PulseChain, And I know that we still have some liquidity to be drained out, and it's uncontrollable for us to do that because we have burned liquidity. This could have been a planned event from the beginning where the people that were able to mint just started paying people and promoting the crap out of it and then convincing people to burn and created this shitstorm that we're in today. It's estimated that I hear, not verified. I've only verified about $4 million being pulled. But it sounds like it's more like $20 million from when we started PulseChain that was pulled out of the system. So if we didn't have all that money taken out of PulseChain, we would have been in a much better position than we are today. However, if you're just getting in PulseChain for the first time, or this is where you're dollar cost averaging in, we should have a pretty nice ride to the upside compared to if we were a lot higher. So we were discussing earlier about like some of the old school projects that people forgot about, and some have a good rap, some have a bad rap, like Liquid Loans and people that had taken sacrifices. And there were a lot of conversations. They were very, very good conversations this week. You know, one of the ones that I was thinking about lately was Fame. Fame actually has something where you can do leveraged trading here. It's a DeFi leveraged trading here in PulseChain.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what happened with Fame, but people have built the tech, but the tech just kind of goes on the wayside, and then you find that next shiny token, next shiny project, and then you move over to that project.
I mean, Fame
That's all
is still
PulseChain's
there.
been.
It's still up.
Still there. You can still use it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know, some people don't get out in front of things that aggressively, and I have noticed that Buck's not one to, you know, he doesn't show his face, right? But I know he does Twitter Spaces. I know he does YouTubes with his PFPs. But you know, some people just take a different stance. How's the ink printer thing going for Fast Duel? How's that been going for them? You guys have any updates on that?
I'm not in it.
We should have him on and get an update if he'll.
Yeah.
I know he's busy hanging out with Marcus and all them, doing their show. So, but he's got big plans. You know, like ink is anywhere. The ink printer is far from done. I think looking at the ink chart, it's a flight of safety. A lot of people are buying into ink. If you look at the chart on that, it's I think doing pretty decent on the weekly or what have you. Maybe on the daily. So there's that. And then you got the X game, right? The good old the whale, the fire whale himself. Is starting to ramp up the promotional materials and content. They got testnet rolling out there. They're going to launch first on base. Run that for a while, but all the back end revenue is going to, you know, come back to PulseChain, and buy and burn solid
X and ink.
Yeah.
No, it's a good system that's being rolled out, and we know that it's not going to be the only game that he rolls out. He understands that these things are like bananas, and that they do tend to, you know, rot, if you will. Games are, you know, they have a shelf life. You know what I mean? And so that's the cool thing, is he'll continue to pump out different types of attractive games that catch the eye, catch the attention. You know, I'm pretty stoked about it. You know, it should be really interesting. It's a good narrative.
So what they're waiting for is the gambling license, the Malta gambling license, to be approved.
Nice.
Yeah. So in the meantime, everything's testnet. Play the game, have fun, and go from there. You know, I want to give a shout out to CryptoPunk.
Yeah.
You know, he came up with two of the original Solid X videos, and then our boy Rip City, per, you know, the co-founder of Solid X, Randy Hilarski, it, you know, directed Mr. Rip City to make a new video, and that's what he did. And so, you know, just all the things are collaborative, you know. So credit and kudos to both of those gentlemen for doing their things and putting out promotional content, you know, on all the things related. So thank you, everybody.
Am I in a position where I'm I guess able to play that video still? Is that something that we're okay with?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. You know, and I liken this to, you know, back in the day,
we paid our own money for that shit. Like we had our own people do it.
Yeah, you know, many of the you know, hip hop artists will take a track from something that's like a way back, you know, 60s album, and they'll remix it, you know, and it doesn't mean that the original wasn't fire. It's just, you know, that's what happens, you know. And shout out to, like you said, CryptoPunks. He's an amazing design artist. Yeah, design, you know. And you know, obviously Rip City there has a talent and a gift where he's taking things and he's kind of adding a little bit, a little bit more spice of life sometimes, you know, here and there. So with that being said, let me play that you know, Solid X game video, and we'll come back and hit it up again.
Push it. Push it. We're taking it higher. Solid X is burning. This token's fast. Solid's the crazy, the blaze. The fire is cast. Solid X crashing. The future's so bright. Launch to the stratosphere. We ignite tonight. Crash. The game be alive. Blockchain gamblers ready to thrive. Solid X. Crash game. The blockchain's on fire. Push it, push it, push it, push it. We're taking it higher. Solid X is burning. This token's fast. Solid's the craze. Ink's ablaze. The fire is cast. Solid X crashing. The future's so bright. Launch to the stratosphere. We ignite tonight. Crash. The game be alive. Blockchain gamblers ready to thrive. Solid X. Crash game. The blockchain's on fire. Push it.
Push it. Push it. Yeah. Right on, right on. What's up, Rip City? You back in the house? Rip and roll. Hey,
I'm off 2 of my meds, so
yeah, we just played the Solid X video game there. You know, we shouted out
the remix.
The remix. You know, shout out to
CryptoPunk.
Yeah. So
God bless his soul.
Yes. Sounds like something my mom would say. Oh God, God bless his heart. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right.
Yeah.
What I miss? What I miss?
Just shooting the shit. Diehard Hexagon here says
hi, Mom.
Baby. There you go. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Giving props where props are due. You know, keeping level heads in a in a tumultuous cycle of things as the world turns. It's easy to lose one's head and
losing heads. That's what's happening out there. Somebody was attacking my dude the other day, and I just about hit the roof.
Yeah. But again, it's not worth the time. If they're not making you money, they're just wasting your time, your energy. And I'm just speaking generally speaking, like you just gotta block them out. I know I'm not perfect at it. Sometimes here's
what I heard. This is a great way to get through shit that is out of your control, that you're powerless over. And this is what I was taught. You put your hand in front of your face, right? And everything out here, none of your fucking business. That will help. Anything 5 inches out in front of you is none of your business. You don't care what people think. You don't care what people say. It's just woosah, man.
Woosah.
Moving on.
Yep. I mean, you gotta have some emotional fitness out here, you guys. Welcome to life in crypto, and so.
I mean, you need to come to the shit show to get some positivity.
Decompress.
Yeah.
Have a laugh. Hey, Kara J, I know you're on a limited time frame. What else did you want to cover?
Just a shout out to PulseCoin list.
Yeah.
They have created a new block explorer for PulseChain.
Yeah.
Because when people are complaining that something doesn't work right or we need a tech, they seem to have stepped up to the plate. So I'm going to be having, I've invited them on to come on Saturday. And
nice.
Joining me, we should be having that conversation.
And then that's the place where you put the contract address in and you get to see all the bells and whistles of the contract. That's where we put Teddy Bear in and saw all the admin keys and blew our minds.
PulseCoin, those guys are, I wouldn't say like all of them are a bunch of Norwegians over there in Europe, but there's a good majority of that dev team and brain trust that comes from over there. And they're a bunch of great guys. Obviously, the King Pooie contract came from them. Stand-up dudes. We had them in the wee bits of hours, I know, at one point in time. And, I'm happy to see them continually growing and building. And so it's going to be cool to see what else they come up with.
I didn't just mishear that, did I? You didn't say that the King contract came from them. Did you just say that?
I did.
Okay,
we launched. We launched on there.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a nice tool where you can launch your own token instead of going through pump.tires. You have special functions and features you can do with them, different than just the pump.tires. But is the pump.tires a good place for you to launch, or is it better for you to launch through something like this? Are you really getting the exposure, the attention through pump.tires? I don't know, because it's been a pumping up scene for a little while now, right?
That all depends on on the market. If the market deems it so, if the people come, but at least the platform is there. If pump.fun blows up and people wake up and they're tired of paying one person the royalties that all this stuff goes back to on pump.fun, and if the community can get its act together and put a good narrative message out there that, hey, pump.tires, actually does something. It goes back to the protocols and buys and burns the L1 PLS and does good things rather than rewarding an individual. All those things, right? I mean, it's more safe to do, just the single ERC20 stuff.
Knowing that Richard never liked memes, I believe that he saw an opportunity because that's where the money was. It was in memes over on Solana. People were getting dumped on left and right, and I think he came and he stepped up. He created a place for memes to come that would benefit an entire community, and I think that's something that Solana or the other chains don't know about. They don't understand it. They don't know what the hell's up with. They just think it's a copy and we're doing our thing. But it's way more than that. Way more than that.
Has he ever claimed that he actually made pump.tires though, or is that still just?
No, I believe it is confirmed that he is part of the pump.tires. I mean, why? What? He was the one. He was the one chilling it, right?
Yeah, but I think he's also taken that approach where it's like, I don't know,
I mean, he doesn't chill shit unless he's involved. I would, in my, perspective.
But if it was Hex or PulseChain or Inc., he's going to openly admit that these are the tokens I'm launching. This is the project I have. I want you to be in it. But pump.tires, it's just kind of like, hey, there's this little program out there, and you guys can try it. It's pretty cool.
Nice. Yeah. No.
He just tweeted something about. Did he tweet something about a bridge or bridging? today or yesterday.
I don't know. Yeah.
Also, I missed the Solid X. Were you guys talking about the new info about Solid X and earning for staking and stuff like that?
Enlighten me, because we were just talking about the game. You know.
Yeah. So the game, Solid X just came out. Solid X just came out and decided. I think it came out in the No Permissions chat or somewhere, and was talking about earning yield with staking.
Okay.
And earning yield from like 50% of the proceeds, or 50% of the profits, I think it was, is going to go to the holders and the stakers of not the holders. I think the stakers of the Solid X. So I think they're working on something. I mean, that would be revolutionary in itself. You know, using profits to reward its stakers. That's amazing.
Well, I know that he's incentivizing people to share his link as affiliate links to get people to play the game.
Yeah, that's another thing.
When people lose, or they play the game and they lose money, that those fees go to the people that referred them. So apparently, this is going to make a lot of money for people. But just refer.
Yeah. Have you played it?
No, we're gonna have to set it up and play it
Oh,
live.
I played it. It's.
Yeah, I know you
dude,
played it, Mr.
It is crazy. It's gonna wreck some people, dude. They're gonna. Hey, I played Crash when PulseChain came out, and I can't remember the guys that did it, but I was completely addicted. It was during a time when I think right after my surgery, I was literally having palpitations playing that game. You know.
Lay off the sauce there, buddy.
And then one of the problems was I thought that I had figured out the algorithm because I was winning, dude. It was this light. There was this like background light that would go across, and I kind of just figured it out. But then I said something about it, and they changed it. Like, it's not paranoia if it's really happening, guys.
I'm crazy.
Yeah, because then I lost all my money, my test pulse.
Your test pulse?
I had billions, dude, and then I was like, I'm losing. What's going on?
So in the same light of Solid X tomorrow, shout out to Chris Corrigal and A Wildest. They're going to be.
That's tonight.
What's that?
That's tonight.
I just got a DM from him right now. He said April 2nd.
Okay, April 2nd. I thought it was tonight.
April 2nd at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's going to be the second crypto trivia. The one thing I kind of thought that would have been nice for them to do, and maybe they'll hear it, is make it more about a crypto trivia, because if you want to like onboard people from crypto, they're not going to know the ins and outs of.
Yeah, it's tomorrow,
like
April 2nd.
Yeah. That's what.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was a good mix of different, different knowledge.
Yeah.
You know,
a lot of people aren't going to know the sci-fi, Richard
and there
Hart.
wasn't a lot of sci-fi. There was, I think, maybe one reference, and then there was some like some geography stuff in there.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. Good. I played and lost, but it was good.
He's like, I played and lost, but hey, Chris Corrigal, founder of Gelato and Stacked Italian, and he's doing his thing, and A Wild SJ just living the gypsy life of being a crypto gypsy,
So I'm
I love that.
in our group, reposting that the PulseChain trivia tonight. Obviously, right now you got our guys. Marcus talking shit.
Marcus is
also when one door shuts, maybe when two doors shut, like Rabby And
Oh, is he up against us right now?
Oh yeah. We got the tinfoil hat.
Oh my gosh.
And Brazology on and everybody right now. I'm talking
Marcus was
shit.
just telling me, he's like, you always got to be in the limelight, AJ. Look, he always got to be the one, AJ. Look at him.
Yeah.
Multiple steps forward in a row would be a nice thing.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm tired of this 2-1 back, or 2 back 1 forward.
Well, we'll see.
However that's going here lately.
Maybe we'll bump it to 2 p.m. Pacific.
Well, he's only going 1 day a week.
Oh, is he only going 1 day a week?
I think so.
The most token, which is actually doing quite well.
Yeah.
I don't mind battling his ass.
The most token.
Yeah. Triple dad.
Yeah, they're going to try and interview people.
Here for the tinfoil hats.
They might have some good interviews, and maybe it is.
Bright light, motherfucker.
What the? They forgot that we had a show today, that we had a time change.
Spider.
Everyone forgot we had a time change.
look at Betts getting all aggressive.
Oh, yeah.
We can. I mean, do you have time, John, to on Tuesdays to move to like 2 p.m.?
Oh man, I don't know if jumping around times is going to be a good idea.
No, just on Tuesday. Like we already jumped around. It doesn't fucking matter anymore.
Yeah, no.
So if we move Tuesday to 2 p.m.
We're live, dude. We're live.
Yeah, just coordinating schedules live. Screw it. Hey, yeah, we'll talk about it.
Hoorah!
My hard stop is 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so it would be an hour show for sure. You know what I mean?
Or we just don't do the show on Tuesdays and just let these guys get all the glory.
Nah.
Yeah, no.
That's a hard
Yeah.
I don't. Like I said, I don't mind battling Marcus. Let's battle.
Royale.
Yeah, we're gonna come up with some great shit, and it'll be a great competition. Who's gonna get the viewers?
Yeah.
We'll start ragging on the tinfoil hat guys.
Yeah. Hey, I like those guys though. I really do. Fast.
Of course, they're all our friends, man.
Good.
Oh yeah, it's all in good
dudes.
humor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I guess that's a hard no coming on the shit show. Because I did talk to Marcus yesterday and said, hey, think about it, man. We could just slide you right into Tuesdays rather than having to rebrand your whole self. You're already a part of our show. Why don't you just come on Tuesdays and do the PulseChain news or whatever you guys are doing? I thought it was a great idea. Apparently he didn't.
Hard no.
He didn't say no. I think he did still say that he was still going to do the show today, but he'll talk to Fast about it. And you never know. You never know.
You never know. Yeah.
All right, Pooie, guys, I got to get back in.
Okay.
Yeah, do your thing, man. We got about 10 more minutes here. We're gonna wrap it up here. All that kind of good
Well,
stuff.
let's just play a bunch of videos. Ain't nobody watching our show right now anyway.
Wow.
Let's just do a bunch of videos. Let's kill them with the content that we have. Like we have like a 10-minute video thing. Just hit that.
Oh, I need to make a tinfoil hat video.
Yeah, we should make a tinfoil hat video.
I am gonna find something.
Oh, that would be classic, bro.
Yeah, that should be in your list of things to buy as tinfoil hats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The King Pooie tinfoil hats. Yeah, that's what you do.
Hey, let's get King Pooie with a tinfoil hat on.
We should.
We can do that. You want some animations? I can throw some animations out there.
Also,
Nice.
remember, I will be in the hospital tomorrow, early.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, good. So that means you should be able to like stream and hit the repost button and do a bunch of social media after you get done with your test or leading up to your test. All the things. Like while you're laying in bed, you can push buttons on your phone. Hey, maybe if you could say hello in our king or queen chat as well, that'd be kind of cool of you.
I did.
That we would love to hear from you in there.
Did you see? I've been posting every day.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
I put the vets in there, but put the vets stream in there today.
Oh, nice. Good man.
Yeah, man. All right, Poora.
Love you. Later. Good luck tomorrow.
Smooches.
Smooches.
Yeah, this whole chain needs more attention, man. We need to make some more noise. Where's the next place we're gonna pound the drum?
Yeah, totally. To hear the call from vets here, I think I'll play ourselves the Queens of Crypto video. Shout out Mo. Mo's very talented. I'll play that video. We'll come back. We'll maybe play another video and we'll wrap it out here to the top of the hour.
Crypto queens, yeah, we rising to the top. Richard Hart, PulseChain will never stop. Self-improvement, wealth, we're breaking the mold. Queens of the kingdom, watch us unfold. Whitney Magic counting millions, moving fast. Charlie 2020, turning art into crypto cash. Man, of bringing NFTs, painting digital dreams. Sammy Chica, Hexa Kid, Aussie pride on the scene. Tam repping Richard Hart every day. Evangelist for freedom, changing the game away. Jackie Mean Queen got the world laughing loud. Harmonic Hexa Kid singing to crypto crowd.
Queens of the kingdom, crypto in our veins. We own the future, breaking every chain.
Hex and PulseChain, building our wealth.
King Pooie, Queen Pooie, reigning in stealth.
From the shining city high on the hill,
Freedom through DeFi, we flexing that skill.
crypto's our path to self-improvement and gain.
Queens of the blockchain, we're changing the game.
SMO spider weaving webs across the net. Viber Lindsay teaching how to grow and reset. CC Blonde Texan, crypto crown on tight. Wild SJ traveling, taking crypto to new heights. KTP OG from the land down under. Samantha Yoga Queen, Zen moves like thunder. Ashley Ash, Cosmic Chic on another plane. Sandy Beach spreading love, changing up the game. Jory the network diva, connecting the dots. Rachel the education star, always on top. Crypto culture, a badass, bossing up with pride. Crypto stylist, always fashion by her side. Hot for the queen, stacking up her bags. Suzanne the diamond queen, dripping riches like swag. Queen the beauty beast, moving fierce, no delay. Expensive football queen, running plays all day.
Queens of the kingdom, crypto in our veins. We own the future, breaking every chain.
Hex and PulseChain, building our wealth.
King Pooie, Queen Pooie, reigning in stealth.
From the shining city high on the hill,
Freedom through DeFi, we flexing that skill.
crypto's our path to self-improvement and gain.
Queens of the blockchain, we're changing the game.
From Richard Hart's vision to our own crown, crypto queens are rising. We'll never back down. PulseChain, Hex, DeFi, it's all in our hands. We're breaking the limits, taking over the lands. With King Pooie, Queen Pooie, we light up the scene. In the shining city, crypto reigns supreme. Queens of the kingdom, forever we strive. Freedom, wealth, and power, we keeping it live. We are the crypto queens, forever standing tall. In the kingdom of blockchain, we answer the call. Wealth, freedom, self-love, we found our way. The queens of crypto are here to stay.
To watch and not actually.
The Queens of Crypto.
That could be useful.
Yeah, man.
A lot of people use that function. Yeah.
Vets over here double D and double dipping.
Get out of wallet to watch
Yeah.
Yeah. Double dipping it.
I'm
stream.
giving our competitors good information here to.
Are you blowing up the chat?
I'm just being an active participant, but
Yeah.
anyways,
Nice.
I think they're ignoring me, but that's cool.
Yeah.
I would too.
So you guys been hearing anything about other blockchains and what's happening, like Solana, Base, Sui,
I hear they're working
Yeah, a few
and
people on.
not being extracted.
Well, just put PulseChain aside and just look at the whole crypto as a whole. And you know, we're on this 4-year cycle that everybody thinks it's going to end up going up here and shortly. And I just heard Ethereum starting to get some dominance to come back, and so you know, things are just starting to shift now. I think tomorrow, April 2nd, was when it was told that the new tariffs were going to kick in.
Yep.
So how is that going to affect the overall traditional market versus the pulse chain market? Are there still tariffs that are going to be put on it, or has that been mitigated?
Yeah. You know, let me take a look at what time it is. Okay. I think they're rolling them out. I want to bring it back to Ethereum, though. Man, so much of the overall, I believe, crypto market, even Bitcoin, I think people are just going to get excited when they see Ethereum move. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's been sluggish. It's been stagnant. It's time for it to wake up and do its thing. And hopefully their devs are cooking and they're making things more efficient and more, you know, gas effective, you know, cost effective for people, because man, Ethereum's price movement would be tremendous for the overall crypto market. But
the reasons that Ethereum was surviving was because of all the excitement that was coming in and being built. I don't hear about anything being built on there now. You don't hear nothing from the Bored Ape Yacht Club. I haven't heard anything going on with Decentraland. I just heard something the other day where in a few days they're going to have something new that happens. Snoop Dogg was a part of that. There's a lot of hype. And then Sandbox, we don't hear anything about that anymore. So all these platforms are silent.
So, you know, what's his name? The weird alien Ethereum founder dude. He's been sucking off the L2 people, you know, and the foundation's been like diverting, you know, funds and selling on everybody's heads. And then you have the ETFs. You know, ETFs, you know, are a double-edged sword, because what do? So they measure by the inflow and the outflows, but what are they all about? Making money, right? The bottom line for their clients, and that involves reallocating and reorganizing their portfolios, right? They reallocate. They adjust their portfolios accordingly to maximize the biggest gains possible. So hence, you know, you see inflows, you see outflows when it comes to the ETF side. So it's that just because something gets an ETF approved doesn't mean like it's the savior and money is, if there's going to be inflow. It's a two-way street, man. If they see the next new shiny thing, there's outflow out.
Got the swag in my veins, blockchains in my pocket.
Damn, you just got interrupted.
That really sucked. That really sucked because I was. Did you hear anything I said, or I've been muted the whole time?
Yeah, you're on a roll, man. Do it again.
I just fat fingered a video.
Man, fuck that shit, man. Fuck. Anyways, what he said, what KRJ said.
Hey, you know what? Waiting for these ETFs is like waiting for Richard Hart to pump our bags, man. It's boring. We don't care. Give us some games to play.
Agree. Special K.
Yep. All right, man. Well, you have a great, blessed day. Stay safe out there. Keep your eyes on the road, everybody. Your hands on the wheel.
Yep.
Oh, that sounds like a song. Oh, shit. What was that?
Yeah.
Keep your hands on the wheel. Like an old, dude, I'd miss like the good old Chicago days of like the Blues Brothers. You remember the Blues Brothers movie, dude, with Belushi and Dan Aykroyd?
Yeah.
Like,
that was a good one.
Man, classic.
That was a good one. Yeah.
You know.
We'll be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Same place, new time, all that kind of good stuff. I'll outro with a I don't know. Let's try this one out. It's from Rip City. It's a Pulse 369.
Man, you guys
one.
are kind of fun hanging out with, man. This is cool. Just shooting the shit, man. Is this what it's like? Be like Jody back on the block, just shooting the shit, you know? Just
Jody back on the block. Big
back on the block. All right, I'll shut up.
Yeah. No, it's all good, man. Much love, everyone. Good. You know, in many ways, it's the first time we've actually been able to talk in a minute. You know, it's been on the show. So, thanks, KRJ. Thanks, Rip. Thanks, Vets. Here's a Pulse 369 from I believe this one's from Rip City. I don't even know what this video is about, but we're gonna find out. You guys have a great day. Peace.
Light this party up, it's conference time. The Pulse 369 has arrived. Welcome to the PulseChain ride. Everyone coming down, pumped up, feeling the sound. Community never felt so high. Crypto merges in the Vegas lights. This is crypto. This is crypto. Bass drop. Come check it out. The Pulse 369 gonna be so damn alive. Parties will be bumping, crowds will all be jumping. Let this party fly, starting this DFY, summer outright. Yeah. Come check it out. The Pulse 369 gonna be so damn alive. Gonna hold in one at the tournament. Yeah. Crypto prizes, tens of thousands. Yeah. Sponsors on the scene with the Vegas sunrise. Gonna be so damn hot, hanging with this PulseChain cabal. Yeah. No permissions on the rise. No permissions on the rise. Yeah. Yeah. Come check it out. Pulse 369, gonna be so damn alive. Solid X makes those tides rise. That's in crypto doing tea time. No, just chipping at 2 punts. NCR hitting on the back 9. The boy, king and queen, gonna ride that carpet ride. Actuator, waiter, hexing that big fat prize. Yeah. Solid X makes those tides rise. Vets in crypto doing tea time. Nope, just chipping at 2 fucks. MCR hitting on the back 9. The boy, king and queen, gonna ride that carpet ride. Actuator hexing that big fat prize. That's in crypto doing tea time.